Hey guys, it's Mecha-san here. So in my update video where I told everyone I was coming back here and post whatever you think I should that came out in the month I was rendered invalid for recording fresh reactions here to post in the comments down below. Still do that by the way, because I'm reminded of a few other things that I was planning to react to. And because of that, I did not do it and forgot that I was going to do it in the first place. But we've got this here from Watch Mojo. Top 10 old superhero shows that should be brought back. This is obviously in response to X-Men 97 here. Like, they made a revival / continuation of the 90s X-Men cartoon, which I haven't seen. Haven't really got the desire to see that here. I have seen some clips, of course, mainly about Rogue and how coming across like she met Captain America with cameo, and of course the reference to the Hulk here with a Thunderbolt Ross cameo. So there's all that, and there's a lot here. I also heard that the 90s Spider-Man did make a cameo. In fact, even more than that here, but we'll get to that later. Once we get to her. Once we get to that series. We got this here, which, yes! The 90s Spider-Man. I did not read comic books back in the 90s. Didn't really care for them. Hell, when Stan Lee appeared in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, the whole thing with Beyonder and everything like that, I was like, who's Stan Lee? I had no idea who Stan Lee was at the time. Even when he started like making more direct appearances and be like a narrator / recap guy in series like the Fantastic Four, I was like, who? Who are you? And now I do. It's like, yeah. I started reading more Marvel and DC comic books because of, the Iron Man movie with Robert Downey Jr.
Nice working with you, kid.
Real nice.
Thanks. I don't know what to say.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down.
Don't hate him.
10 old superhero shows.
Yeah, that one needs to come back.
I agree with Beast Boy. Sure is good to finally be back home.
We'll only be looking at animated.
Yes,
this time around.
that one got
Number 10.
Batman Beyond.
I
That's
don't blame you if you stayed home. Not after what all those ingrates have been saying.
yeah. Batman proper Bruce Wayne has gotten so many new series reboots here, stuff like that. Just give us more Batman Beyond here. It doesn't have to be a continuation of the show here. Just new series, please.
I didn't get into this for gratitude. I have a feeling you didn't either.
In a not-too-distant
no.
future, an elderly Bruce Wayne quarterbacks from the Batcave as the young Terry McGinnis confronts criminals as the new Dark Knight.
Yeah,
The youthful
the
hero had a
comic books
growth
touch
challenge
more
that
upon
happened
this
on
here.
his
It's
nose.
how
This isn't how I wanted it. You were supposed to give yourself up to me.
You should have gotten it in writing.
And we never got tired of seeing Terry glide through the Neo-Gotham setting. Although the third season wasn't as strong as the previous installments, the show still didn't deserve to end there. A Batman Beyond revival could introduce new threats and explain what happened to old allies like Dick Grayson and Superman. Terry could
Superman still does his thing. Return of the Joker. Like there was comic book that told what happened. Although I think a lot of people choose to ignore that, especially with the whole situation, the implications with Barbara and oh boy. I mean, obviously Tim Drake. There was a whole the Return of the Joker, but Dick Grayson, what happened? I mean, yeah, there were comic books.
also have team-ups with other heroes and get a Neo Robin of his own.
Nah.
Sword again, we're confident fans would embrace his future legacy.
Neo Robin. I don't know. I mean, Terry kind of looks best on his own with...
You saved the world.
Think you can get used to it? You're saying you want me with you full time?
We could really use you.
Number 9, Fantastic Four,
Ooh.
World's Greatest Hero.
Yeah.
Just watch your tone.
Really?
You know not who you deal with.
Really?
Reed, don't.
Nor
this is not popular.
To you, Submariner.
Marvel's first family returned to the screen for a well-animated and thrilling adaptation
Well-animated?
of the century.
You just see the scene that we just
Did a
saw,
great
right?
job at capturing the titular team's
Granted.
personalities and using their powers in creative ways.
True.
Unfortunately, a random airing schedule and network jump made it very difficult for anyone to follow the Fantastic Four's adventures. Since a live-action movie is scheduled to be released in 2025,
Oh, yeah.
now's the
2020,
perfect
damn.
time to revive the troubled animated show. Not only
Yeah, there was always talked about. I remember this one more. This one's actually, I remember it more fondly too. The other one, it's like it had its issues and stuff like that. I did like the episode where the Hulk cameoed there. He was obviously the standard thing where they were friends. You know, Bruce and Reed. I think they were college buddies. That makes sense here. Like it's nothing new here where they were old friends here. I think it was even the same with in the Iron Man the '90s Iron Man cartoon where Tony and Bruce were friends.
only could the program familiarize
And of course, that other one here, this one, it brought in She-Hulk.
audiences with the team.
And now I remember when, like, they were looking for substitute Fantastic Four, and she came in, and Johnny, because she came in as Jennifer first, as a lawyer and everything, and Johnny was teasing her, and then she transformed, she hulked out from him, and he was squealing like a girl. And that Johnny Storm was so freaking annoying. So it always felt great when someone, the kind of character you love to see be put in his place.
But it could incorporate villains like Galactus long before
Oh.
he was adapted to the screen again.
Yeah, Galactus. That brought in everyone. Heck, the 90s even brought in Ghost Rider to, like, do the penance stare on Galactus.
A revival that incorporated what worked while taking big risks could make the Fantastic Four feel like the world's greatest heroes.
This ends now, Namor.
You dare!
Yes, I do. And now you will listen to me.
Number 8.
Danny Phantom.
There's not a ghost anywhere that can stand up to Danny Phantom, the original teen ghost fighter.
After getting into an accident in his parents' lab,
There's a great big fight. Everything just changed. His molecules got all rearranged. Danny Phantom. I don't know. That had a decent conclusion, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a comic book, the sequel comic, Glitch in Time, which I can read it online, but I want my own copy of that one, which had it so a reset. Nobody remembers that Danny Fenton and Danny Phantom were the same person.
Danny Fenton gained ghostly abilities. Over the course of 3
I'm good.
seasons, we watched as he matured as a hero and became more powerful. The series
Yep.
ultimately ended with him saving the world and revealing his identity. Although it was a feel-good conclusion, the creators can scare up new stories based on our lingering questions.
Well, gang, there's good news and bad news. The good news? My powers are back. Bad news?
My
My
powers are back, yes! Ghostly Whale!
Did everyone around the world accept Danny after he revealed his secret identity? Will another villain try to take advantage of the ghost?
Again, that's the book.
And after a few
Well, the
years
comic.
of ghost busting, does Danny want to hang up the jumpsuit? These questions and more are just
Better yet, how is her, Danny, and, got her name, damn it, her relation, even though the goth girl, which I love, how their relationship's going, stuff like that. How's Danny, the eye, with the eye, you know, the girl, the female clone, how's she doing? There are so many questions.
questions and more
I think the
are just
comic again.
begging to be answered in this situation.
And I probably won't see much of you anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that.
Number 7. Gargoyles.
No! We got the comic book. I know it's comic book. I'm like, it's written by Greg Weisman and everything like that. not exactly. I'm not exactly liking some of the turns they took here. Like, yeah, Goliath was actually captured and put on trial, and they pretty much took that episode of the season 3 and just sort of expose, and that leads to some, conflicting feelings with Coldstone, his brother. Although there was that scene here with those 2 Mayan gargoyles here, which because I never thought about that, never considered that here. But Bay went to Avalon to plant some rare flowers and such, but it's Avalon. Avalon doesn't send you where you want to go; it tells you where you need to be. So, when they plant the flowers there, they weren't sent back. Avalon would probably have a job for them here, and so the comic address here, they've been going back and forth, now traveling, just waiting for the day they can finally return to their home. Yeah, did anyone ever think of that here? Or was it the episode just so good that, and we just never considered that they'd be in their own world tour? Oh, and I still want Goliath and Lisa to indeed get married and have a kid, not adopt. Because I know that's what Greg Wiseman said would happen, but bull fucking shit! You got half the cast of Star Trek and Gargoyles. So, and in that show, freaking aliens can have children. At least humans and gargoyles, the first and second race, come from the same world. Let me see human gargoyle hybrids, naturally born. I'm never gonna let go of that. I am not. Nope.
Hey, take all your gargoyles and make sure they're gone.
But yeah.
Can scare those
Keith David.
without any help.
This beloved.
There is obviously the big issue with Hudson, the former leader, elder, and mentor of the clan. He was voiced by Ed Asner, who has passed away in recent years. Yeah. I mean, the man's last voiceover he did was reprising his role as Cosgrove from Freakazoid in that special from Teen Titans Go here where they made Freakazoid. That's it.
The series was once praised for its fantastic characters and unique premise. During the show, we followed gargoyles who were stoned by day and
warriors
crime fighters by night.
Say it right. Stone by day, warriors by night. The Quarrymen here. You know what? That's God damn it. We can see a lot here. Like, where exactly did Canmore, in this case Castaway, get the money for all this? Who was who was supplying the Canmore children with all those tools and such? They were kids when their father died by Demona.
Strong seasons, executive meddling led to a lackluster third and final installment.
Lisa, every time I think we have arrived at a safe and stable life, it is abruptly torn away.
But neither fans nor creator Greg Wiseman seemed to be content with how the series ended.
No.
While viewers kept searching for answers about what happens next, the architect of the show has continually contributed to comics and outlined new arcs. There is more than enough material out there to free the animated gargoyles from their stone prison again. While the news of a live-action series is great, the original show still needs time to shine.
This castle is our home, no matter where it has been taken. We will stay here.
Excellent. Number 6.
Yeah. Live action, I've heard, of course, the rumors. I cannot. They're going on for years, and Spectacular Spider-Man, of course. He literally got a spotlight in the across the spot in the latest Spider-Man animated movie, Across the Spider-Verse. You're like, literally, come on. Bring back Spectacular Spider-Man.
The Spectacular Spider-Man.
You had Greg Weisman as well.
Money in the world for me to turn a blind eye to your great works. Keep the light on. Cause I'm coming for you.
The 2008 Webhead series blew fans and critics away with its
Yep.
nuanced storytelling, complex characters.
Again, you had
and
Greg
amazing
frickin' Weisman, the creator of Gargoyles, helping this a lot.
seasons. The show creators planned on at least 3 more seasons.
Matt Gargan,
and a couple of movies.
Really? I did not know about the movies. I know they had already planned Scorpion. They set up for Scorpion and even planned to bringing the Hobgoblin.
But the Spectacular Spider-Man's web ended up being cut far too soon.
Come on, Venom. That's the best you've got? I'll stick with the red, torn, and blue.
After the rights to the series were essentially
Yeah.
split between Sony and Disney,
That whole
neither
deal.
company was legally able to continue the story. Since the short-lived series ended,
Across the
fans
Spider-Verse.
have
There we go. There he
a
is.
spectacular cameo in Across the Spider-Verse.
Which is a nice cameo, but
We
still.
know Disney has plans for other Spidey shows. However, we think there's enough room for another webhead to swing back onto our screens.
Spidey's not a disease that needs a cure. And he's more than just a random bug bite, too. Spider-Man is who I am. My destiny.
Number 5.
Justice League Unlimited.
What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
While we love seeing early career
Young
heroes
Justice.
work together on Young Justice, we'd love to focus on the veterans for a revival. Justice League Unlimited brought popular and obscure characters.
Oh, that's when Luthor took over the Flash's mind. They had a brain swap, by accidental brain swap.
Plenty of unique team-ups. Additionally, the show excelled at
Don't
setting
know.
up epic narratives that also had lots of humor.
Oh, I can. This joke. This joke. I have no idea. Oh, if he had possessed Batman, it's like Bruce Wayne. Nah, not this one. I like the show. I really did here, but again, much like a couple of the other shows here. Let's see, much like Danny Phantom and such, and even the Batman Beyond here. The conclusion it got was good here. A brand new Justice League show, sure, but a revival continuation of the original, nah thanks.
Series alternated between self-contained stories and multi-episode plots. A revival could easily start us off on a clean slate and kick off a winding tale. The possibilities are practically unlimited for this superhero show. Hopefully, the League will get a chance to save the day again.
When this is over,
I've been watching a lot of clips from some clips of the Constantine live action, like from the show and when he appeared in DC Forever, like maybe a Justice League Dark show, right? An immature here, which we have the actor who's playing Constantine live action play animated Constantine. He's done it before.
it's back to business as usual.
Why?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Number 4.
That can be misinterpreted in so many ways, Kal-El. It's like business as usual. That status quo returns here. Heroes, villains duke it out, and people inevitably get caught in the crossfire and die. This is my problem with DC here. It's like they need someone to really like do the job, to be the executioner, because these people have been judged and juried how many times? How many times? It's about time they meet the executioner. Hell, at one point I remember Deadshot. Was it Deadshot? Yeah. Like after the whole targeting Aquaman. He was arrested. He was about to meet the electrocutioner's chair, and then of course Task Force X. In fact, that was the name of the episode, Task Force X. But yeah. Yeah, this is why I don't particularly hate. This is why I kind of mix up here. Like, I want someone to kill the Joker. I mean, how many... Again, this is one of the things where I always like to ask, straight up to Batman, how many people has the Joker killed? Because this guy would not only give you the exact numbers, and not even official records would be accurate. He would tell you the names of every person, how old they were, what they were doing, their occupation, what their futures had, and just how they died. This is Batman we're talking about here. This is what I like to have. I like to see Ghost Rider just clean house in DC.
Or Green Lantern, the animated series.
Kinda figured you'd turn up here, hotshot. Just your style. You borrow the ship, rush into danger, catch the killer, save the day. Big hero.
You forgot get the girl.
How
You gotta get the girl.
other members of the Lantern Corps audiences when they appeared in this intergalactic series. The characters and their various powers were brought to life.
Surprisingly,
with stunning CGI animation. Underneath the crisp visuals, viewers were treated to deep cosmic plots that set themselves apart from other superhero fare.
I stole the ship she was trapped in.
I never got into this, even though it would have been my alley. The only episode I remember watching and saw, I think the episode with, involves this guy's wife, like that here. And they brought the top, and Hal brought the topic of secret identity and stuff like that. Secret identity? It's like, and Kilowog pointed out that the mask, and they all had a big laugh about it. It's like, dude, there's no one here that cares about your identity on Earth. You're in space on another planet. Who cares who you really are? Everyone pretty much knows you're Hal Jordan.
Broke her out of Scar's lab without giving it a moment's thought. And now I either destroy my friend, or we lose everything.
The groundbreaking series was cut short due to factors such as lackluster merchandise sales
Of
and
course.
the failure of the 2011 film.
That one makes sense.
Of a focused Green Lantern show, since the former series was abruptly canceled. Instead of starting from scratch, DC could continue right where the short-lived show left off. The network just has to be willing to embrace the might of this epic series.
Know what you gotta do, right?
I will do what must be done.
Number 3.
I do like how, the Kilowog voice, then the guy, they brought him back for Young Justice, I believe. And Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Why was this canceled?
The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
You are Earth's mightiest heroes, and I've called you together for one reason. The end of the world is here, and it's our job to stop it.
A few of the planet's fiercest fighters initially came together to stop dangerous escaped criminals. But the team eventually stayed together to deal with world-breaking threats.
I did like that here, where they already captured so many of the criminals. Like, they all had their own separate jails, special jails for each of them. And because of Loki, they all broke out. Like, wow. The Purple Man.
During this Avengers series, viewers got to see a great roster of heroes star in tight and action-packed stories. The series also brought in plenty of iconic Marvel villains that pushed the protagonists to their limits.
I am Thor the Thunderer, son of Odin, prince of Asgard. But today, above all things, I am an Avenger, and this world is under my protection.
After a strong 2 seasons, the writers plan to expand the team, introduce X-Men,
and
kick off a Ragnarok event. But the show was disassembled in favor of a new Avengers show in 2013. While the second program was great on its own,
Galactus.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes still had a lot more to offer.
You ever stop to wonder how history will remember us? I never have. But now I can't shake it.
Number 2.
Teen Titans Go. Yes. This one, definitely. I mean, the final episode ended with Terra free, no memory.
An anime-inspired...
She was freed from her stone, no memory of who she was, or anything like that. Slade even made an appearance to tell Beast Boy, I got nothing to do with this. It's like, she doesn't remember me, I don't need her anymore, and stuff like that. And I'm very curious to see okay, Terra's going to school, Where does she go after? Does she have a home? A family? I mean, Beast Boy is stuck around the school. Perhaps she should see where she goes after school. Like,
art style and focus on a teenage teen immediately set this beloved series apart from everything else in the genre. But what really kept fans engaged was the fact that the series balanced everything perfectly.
Yep.
The show
they were heroes when they had to be, but they act like kids when they need to be.
Each member of the team was fully fleshed out and given the opportunity to take the lead. While there were a variety of reasons given for the show's cancellation after season 5, diehard fans didn't care about any of them.
Yeah.
I think we wouldn't take it personally.
It's over, Tara.
Viewers and critics celebrated the return of the original.
Yeah. What the heck? The art style.
The warm reception there.
God, that was weird. That's weird. That is weird.
I feel so much better. That was trying, to say the least. Am I right?
Before we revive our top pick,
I have never seen that movie here. The first time I'm seeing animation, they use the style. What are they using? Side animation? What the hell? Okay, beware the Batman. Hell yeah. Oh god, they try to like top it off with Slade, Deathstroke disguised as Batman killing Bruce Wayne in public, and Ra's al Ghul.
Beware the Batman. Budget issues allegedly prevented
a unique
Dark Knight from staying on our screens.
And yeah, people complain about the villains kind of being essentially being just different versions of the more popular versions here. Like Magpie was essentially just bird themed, Catwoman, Pig and Mr. Toad were basically eco terrorists, so like Poison Ivy, but with plant powers. Yeah, but at the same time, these were authentic, like old school, like about Silver Era Batman villains. They weren't made up for the show. I think maybe Tobias Whale, but yeah, these guys were original here, and like I never even heard of them. So this show brought to light some of the lesser known Batman villains. And I'm all for that here. Thanks.
I apologize for the theatrics, but I had to be sure that the court takes.
I love that voice.
Before you could intervene.
Ra's al Ghul, you're gonna wish you stayed in hiding.
Iron Man. Fans
yes.
To suit up beside Tony Stark for
yes.
more armored adventures.
Yes.
Well, that's why they pay you the big bucks.
I remember Iron Man Armored Adventures. I did enjoy it. I never finished that series, unfortunately. I don't know why I dropped out. Things happen, but I enjoyed that series, and I liked this series here. The third, I am Iron Man.
Freakazoid.
No.
Material to work with today.
I mean, yeah.
Todd McFarlane's.
I mean, I don't trust it. I mean, look what kind of happened to the Animaniacs reboot here. I like the Animaniacs reboot, but only that was a car like just zipping by. Anyhow, but it really the Animaniacs reboot did suffer from not having some of the original characters here, and the new characters they invented here, they're not that memorable. I didn't like them. I mean, at best, just the one segment with the alien and Sydney. I forgot the name. There were some good jokes, of course, but it really suffered. I mean, cool cameos, stuff like that from the Good Feathers, one scene, Stopping Squirrel, we had Big One. But we needed them back. We need them back here. And some of the reasoning they gave us for not having, no one would get the reference. I didn't get the reference back then here. Like, what were the Good Feathers supposed to be? I didn't know. I didn't know what they were, a parody or satire or whatever of at the time. But I liked them as who they are. To me, the Good Feathers were Just them. They could have been their own original creation. So that excuse that no one would get the reference is dead on arrival. And again, unfortunately, some understand here, Hello Nurse. At least they gave her a reason what happened to her. She went to join Doctors Without Borders. And Minerva Mink, unfortunately, I get that as well. So yeah, and again, I don't know how. Freakazoid would not be the same without Ed Asner reprising his Ed Asner round to play Cosgrove. Maybe they could get a sound alike here, but I don't know.
Spawn. This dark and brooding series could shine if given another chance.
I agree. I so agree. I only watched a few bits of it here and there. I never sat down to watch the entire series, but Keith David!
As far as I know, I'm already dead.
Seriously, that was Keith David! Before Goliath, Goliath is, yes!
Which means I'm waiting for your sorry ass in the afterlife.
Oh!
To continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
Yes!
and ring the bell to get notifications
Give me that!
of our latest videos. You have the option to be
He's a
notified
friend from
for
work.
occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch.
There's gonna be a long video here. It's already, I don't know,
Number 1,
30 minutes.
Spider-Man, the animated.
That's gonna happen.
Well, I should have creamed me, but it didn't. It can only mean one thing.
You get your power back?
Spider powers must be returning.
For a generation of fans, the first wall
Wilson,
crawler we saw
that was,
came from the 1994
yeah.
series. The 5-season
Beyond
show
Earth thing with the old Spider-Man.
comic book storylines while
When he had no power, when he lost his powers, the spider block, web block.
Every victory
Oh, the final episode.
led up to a multiverse finale
Yes.
that ended on a massive cliffhanger.
Yes!
We are going to find the real Mary Jane Watson. What? It has been a long, hard journey, and I think you are finally entitled to some happiness.
But the time
No fucking shit! Entitled to some? Man, Spider-Man deserves happiness after all the shit he's been put through. No, Peter deserves happiness. He deserves to get married. He deserves to have a kid. He deserves to get his freaking life in order. Other villains hate him, and a lot of superheroes don't like him. Why exactly? Because he makes them look bad? I want to know that. Why don't other superheroes like him? Because even they don't know his secret identity? Because he makes them look bad? Because, he has too much, his moral compass is too strong, and he's, unbendable? If anything, that would make him perfect for DC. I still remember that here. That was in the final battle between Norman Osborn and Green Goblin, when he had this, basically portal generator. And Mary Jane was caught in a crossfire here. The portal activated, no one was looking, and she went inside a portal, and basically, she's stuck in the void somewhere, in the void between dimensions. Nobody knows what happens then here, and then there's a whole crossover with Punisher, when he came up thinking that, something happened, it was all Peter or Spider-Man's fault. By the way, there's gotta be much as I personally think someone like Punisher does deserve to exist. But when he makes a mistake, he really needs to pay for it himself. Now, I remember the Ultimate Spider-Man, when he accidentally shoots Ultimate Spider-Man, he wants to be punished. Yeah, whenever he makes a bad call, stuff like that, he should have some punishment. Mainly be beaten within an inch of his life. That's my opinion. But that's for being an idiot. That's what you get for being an idiot. Idiot, Frank. You deserve it. Next time, make sure you get your facts straight. Because Spider-Man, yes, Peter Parker. You're a fucking moron! There. Sorry. So yeah, there was the whole thing, and then Mary Jane came back. But that was actually a Hydro clone. Long story, didn't even know she was a clone. Then they did the whole reveal thing where not just unmasked in front of Mary Jane, but also, will you marry me? And it did happen and such, and then, yeah. Oh, boy, I remember Peter screaming. So, oh, how it's heartbreaking. And now, yeah, it ends with they're gonna find real MJ. Do that here. Spider-Man actually had a cameo in the 97 series here. The original voice actor said he would love to come back. And again, like I think in the end of 97 X-Men, we saw Spider-Man with MJ. So did actually get her back? I want to see that.
Time may have finally come to
yes,
continue the story.
Yes.
The Friday show notably crossed over with X-Men: The Animated Series.
And that made a revival.
The show enjoyed a successful revival in 2024.
Very successful.
It's likely that the 1994 webhead
that one I watch
today too. The 20th Century Spider-Man brought a lot of people into the Spider-Verse. It's only right that he gets to return and see how far the
Stan Lee.
I've always wanted to experience real web slinging, and I've always wanted to be appreciated as a real hero.
Yeah, you are.
It seems you've made me into one. Thanks.
What superhero show would you revive if you had the chance? Let us know in the comments below.
Just like old times.
Except better.
Maybe American Dragon Jake Long? Nah. Much like Danny Phantom, I think that one had a good conclusion. But good. Pretty strong list. Especially, of course, number one was going to be Spider-Man. And I'm all for it. So, guys, that went on long. It's going to be over a gigabyte long video. So thank you for watching. As always, kind of you all thought. Like, subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.